I'm doing well with my stamp hobby. I'm going to take a little break. Sorry, I'm a bit congested with hay fever. Taking a break from stamps and am going to supply a quick little test for anyone interested in whether or not they may have ASD, which is autism spectrum disorder. I wrote some notes. Let's run through them. I didn't take many notes because this is a very complex situation. There are a lot of stereotypes for the ASPE that prevent the undiagnosed from even allowing for the possibility that the syndrome is why they feel a little different, a lot different. It's all out there pretty much what the condition entails. I look at it more as an extreme version of being born gay or straight, being left-handed or right-handed. Maybe left and right-handed are learned. I am not sure on that one. But it's that sort of thing. It's something one is born with. So if you're born with it, it's quite easy to not recognize the situation because you get in the grades or this or that. You're continuing onward, and it's only usually until one hits 20 or 30 that it becomes obvious that something is not adding up. I am from Generation X. It wasn't until 1994 that Aspergers was recognized. It's only recently been part and parcel of one's consciousness if they have an open mind and looked into it. Cigarettes, we've known for decades that they're bad. Psychiatric drugs have obviously been bad for decade after decade. So there's something going on in which there's awareness and knowledge on the one hand, and on the other is reality run by corrupt scum. There's no other way around it. The people in power are trash. It's the unfortunate truth of this world we're born into. I mean the social structure. Let's get to this ASD thing. I'm going to be quick with these. You have to have sensory overload issues. If you don't have autism. You don't have ASD. I don't care what anyone says. You need to have different wiring in regards to the senses, which includes thinking. Take sounds. For the neurotypical, the sounds come and go. I'm not saying the neurotypical can't study sounds, understand sounds, blah blah, etc. and so forth. But for the ASPE, the sounds take on a whole other meaning. They reverberate, they resonate, they don't go away. So that's why ASPEs have trouble with sounds and why they have meltdowns, because they're locked in a thinking one way, and then this intrusion comes in. It's not like being it's not a physical pain per se, but area per se, no. It's more of a spine tingling, like a water torture type of pain. I mean, water drops should not be painful, but somehow they are. So it's that sort of distraction pain. It's like having an itch that you can never scratch. It's like having a toothache, but without that specific pain that makes you cry and shuts you down completely. That's why a lot of people just don't seem to be able to grok what Asperger's is. They can't picture what it's like to have invisible pain. So to have Asperger's, one must have sensory overload issues, period. It's pretty much the whole thing. Everything else comes as a result from that. Those are called comorbidities. I'm lucky I don't have those. I don't get depressed. I don't need any pills. Those pills are bad. I don't think anyone needs those pills. And I'm tired of people being afraid or intimidated to not speak truth. So the sounds have shapes, they have meaning. Our sight, we look at something, we lock in,